Hey everyone, welcome to Inside Indiana Overtime. I'm Alex McCarthy. Somewhere in Wells Fargo Arena, there's not really a great place to do it, so just set up wherever you can. I'm here where Indiana defeated Chattanooga to start off the NCAA tournament. Indiana won 99-74, that close to breaking 100 in their NCAA debut. It's the first tournament win that Indiana's had in 3 years, and it's their first postseason win this season, I guess, because they got knocked out of their first game in the Big Ten tournament. But it was it was fairly close for the first half. I mean, the whole scouting report on Chattanooga, experienced team, long, athletic. They're not going to give up. They're not going to stop playing hard, and that's absolutely what it was. Even when Indiana was up 25, both teams were playing hard. Both teams were really going at it, and Tom Crean was very noticeably intense in the second half. Even as Indiana was up 15, 20, 25, 30, he was as intense and engaged as I can really remember seeing him. I mean, he really kind of ripped into a couple guys in the second half, really was very nitpicky, was very perfectionist in the second half, even when Indiana kind of had the big lead. But they got that lead because of a couple outstanding performances from Hoosiers. Yogi Ferrell had his first career double-double, which is bizarre. He's had a couple games where he's had double-digit assists, but he didn't have double-digit points in those games, which is it's just a very bizarre thing that he made it through 4 regular seasons at Indiana, all-time assist leader at IU, and still didn't have a double-double. But 20 points, 10 assists, tonight. 13 and 6 in the second half. Really, kind of turned it on there, and Indiana in general just turned it on in the first 5 or 6 minutes of the second half. Just went on a run, kind of buried Chattanooga, and then kept going, kind of burst through that wall and was able to keep extending its lead. OG Anunoby kind of provided the excitement, provided the fireworks tonight. He had 14 points on 6 of 7 shooting, that's a career high. It's the second game in a row that Anunoby's set a career high in scoring. But what a lot of people are going to remember are just the highlight reel plays that he made. There's a 360 dunk on a steal. There was another spinning layup kind of thing. There was a dunk where he dunked over a guy. I mean, it was just kind of out of control in terms of some of those highlight reel plays. But he played very well. Robert Johnson might be the most important kind of storyline from this game. He came back. He didn't take him long to sub him into the game. And he ended up playing very well. He had, I think, 7 points and 6 assists, 3 of 3 shooting. That's what it was. Played good defense. Was out there for a while, for a good portion of the game. Looked fine. He wasn't limping at any point. They never kind of had to take him out of the game, anything like that. So Rob Johnson's health is going to be very important moving forward. And obviously that forward movement leads Indiana to Saturday, where they will play Kentucky, kind of the matchup that the selection committee probably wanted, but it's also the matchup that just viewers, basketball fans in general, kind of wanted. I mean, Indiana hasn't played Kentucky in 4 years, since the NCAA tournament, since the Sweet 16 in 2012, and people have been thirsty for this, quite frankly. People have been wanting this for years, and they're going to get it. They're going to get it Saturday night at some point. We don't know the time yet. By the time you're watching this, maybe you do know the time. I'm recording this during Kentucky's game against Stony Brook, and it's very clear who's going to win that game. They're in the closing minutes here, and Kentucky's up sizably. But that's going to be an interesting game matchup-wise. It's going to be an interesting game just energy-wise in this building. And it's kind of a shame that it's in the first weekend, in the round of 32, meaning that one of these teams will not be going to the Sweet 16. But that's the draw that these teams have been given. That's the reality they have to face. So that's the next stop for them. That's the next stop for us. I'll be here on Saturday for it. Really excited, quite frankly, to see the atmosphere, to see that game. So thanks for watching. Thanks for reading. Hopefully you have a good weekend, and I will talk to you Saturday.